Although it might not seem it, this question is all about completing the square. Whenever you see x plus a all squared plus b, or anything roughly equivalent, it's asking you to complete the square and to find the value of a and b in that form. We'll get on to the second bit in a minute. So write out my expression, x squared minus 6x plus 1, and we're going to complete the square on that. To do that, I'm going to half this middle term here, this coefficient of x, and that's going to give me minus 3. So I'm going to write out x minus 3 in a set of brackets. So it's x minus 3 all squared. We'll get on to why I've done that now. So x minus 3 squared means x minus 3 times by x minus 3. When I go through and expand all of this, it multiplies out to give me x squared minus 6x, which is exactly the same as I've got there, but on the end this one will give me 9. Now I didn't want that plus 9 on the end here, actually all I wanted was plus 1. So what I've got to do now is I've got to take off 8 to make sure that that expression is exactly equivalent to that one there. Final bit here, hence or otherwise. So hence or otherwise means use that or just work it out yourself, but obviously we've done that for a reason and we're going to use that to find the minimum value of my expression. So the minimum value will occur where this bracket is equal to 0, at which point if the bracket was equal to 0, x would have to be 3. So when it was 0, the minimum possible value that the expression could ever have would be minus 8. So the minimum must be at minus 8. Okay, another completing the square question here in the same form, x plus a all squared add b. This time we're going to do the hence or otherwise to solve the actual equation. So let's get it written down first of all. We've got x squared plus 14x plus 42 this time, and we're going to complete the square on it. So we'll half that middle term. This gives us x plus 7 all squared. And when I expand this through, I'll get the x squared and I'll get 14x, but I'll also get 49. I didn't want 49, I only wanted 42. So I need to take off another 7. So I found the value of a and b. The 7 is a and minus 7 is the b. Now hence or otherwise solve the equation. So all I'm going to do now is stick an equals 0 on the end. And I'm just going to move this all around to work out the values of x that solve this. So to do that, I'm going to add 7 to both sides, which gives me 7 and then x plus 7 all squared. Need to get rid of that square there, so to do that I'm going to square root both sides. So I'm going to get x plus 7 equals square root of 7, and that's got two answers, it's got the positive and the negative solution. Final thing to do is to kick the 7 off this side, leaving me with x equals, and I'm going to have two parts to this. I'm going to have the square root of 7 minus 7, and the other answer will be minus the square root of 7, take off 7. Let's have another just to make sure we know what we're doing. So again, got the whole completing the square thing here. So x squared plus 4x minus 6. So we'll half that central term, which will be 2. And when I expand all of this, I'll get x squared, I'll get 4x. The 2 squared on the end will give me 4. I didn't want 4, I wanted minus 6, so I need to take off 10. Now, the hence or otherwise, so hence, I've done that work, so I'm going to go on and solve it. So I'm just going to write equals 0 on the end. So now I need to put it all over to the other side, so over that 10 goes, and I get x plus 2 all squared is 10. I need to get rid of that square, so I square root both sides. Gives me x plus 2 equals the square root of 10, and then I just need to kick this 2 off. And that's going to give me my two answers. I should have put plus or minus square root of 10 in there really, because there's going to be one answer which is the positive square root of 10, take away 2, and the other answer will be the negative square root of 10, take away 2.